Morning, everybody. This is gonna not really take too long. Let me move this over here. So, basically, are the announcements going on right now at school? Are they done with the announcements? Hello? Is there anybody there? Can you guys hear me? Okay, thank you, Drew. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So basically, how do they name skeletal muscles? It's kind of the same as how do they name the bones. So one of the ways they name skeletal muscles is their location. So the muscle over the frontal bone is called the frontalis. So you'll find a lot of muscles named for their location. Maybe close to a bone, around the heart. Another way is the size. So the gluteus maximus. The gluteus maximus is our butt, and that's a large muscle. So you think max, okay? The shape, deltoid, just the way it's shaped can give you that the naming again of the muscles. Okay, trying to get everybody in. Direction of fibers. So the way the fibers go, some go diagonal, but the rectus abdominalis, these ones are straight. The number of organs, an organ is the part that is attached to a structure and moves the least. So the muscle, like our bicep, it has, I don't know if it's two, bi is two, if the two are the origin or the insertion has the two heads to it. Anyways, so like here you can see these are two heads for the gastrocnemius. So the insertion is attached to the movable part and moves the most. So these are two vocab words for you guys. And these are just some of the ways skeletal muscles get their names. So let's look at some of these names. The frontalis, again, it is over the frontal bone. Here's the temporalis, located over the temporal bone. And the occipitalis is on the occipital bone. So you're going to start seeing that you've got to learn from beginning the names of things, because that's only going to help you as we move through the rest of the systems. All right, so the masseter, let's see, the buccinator is here. The masseter is located in here. Where am I at? Right there. This and this is the masseter. This helps with chewing. Okay, so this helps to move our mandible. Remember the mandible, man, I can chew. It is attached to the mandible and then up in here, I think on the zygomatic arch. All right, so the oculi in the oris, orbicularis, it's an orbit. Okay, so here's the orbicularis oculi around the eye, and then the orbicularis oris is around the mouth. The temporalis also helps with chewing. That moves the upper, excuse me, our upper jaw does not move. But it helps with the chewing muscle of the upper bone. So here's our temporalis, and it comes down in here and attaches. And you can see here's a tendon. This is actually an aponeurosis, kind of like the fasciae. And remember I talked about the babies with the fontanelles. So you have skin, the aponeurosis, and then their brain. That's the only thing protecting the baby's head from it being hurt, because the bones have not fused together. The zygomaticus major. So where would you think the zygomaticus major is? The zygomatic arch. Okay. So right in here is our zygomaticus. It's right located in here. We also have a zygomaticus minor, meaning it's smaller. The sternocleidomastoid. This one is here. So it attaches to our cranium and comes way down here and attaches to our sternum. And this helps to rotate the head. Okay, muscles of our torso. So I talked about yesterday how the skeletal muscles also help to protect our abdominal contents. So there are, this is not just one muscle. Oh, okay, we have a fire drill at 9:30. I have to hurry. The external intercostals, these are located in here. The intercostals actually help with breathing, and there's an internal intercostals as well. So the intercostals are located between the ribs. The diaphragm, we know what that is. We cannot see it on this picture. I have another picture. But again, that helps with breathing. It also separates your thoracic cavity, which is located here. Where's my pointer? Which is located here, from our abdominal pelvic cavity. The rectus abdominis. Basically, this is our six-pack. Okay, so when ladies, I'll bring it up. Ladies, we like, to see a six-pack on a guy. As guys get older, they tend to lose that six-pack. But that is what makes up our six-pack. But if you can see, we've got layers peeled back here. So this is a layer, and it goes in one direction. This is another layer that goes in another direction. There's another layer here, and then we also have this one. So this here helps to protect those abdominal contents. All right, so the external obliques, again, peeled back. These ones run this way. It is hard to get those muscles, to tighten those muscles. You have to do specific exercises for the obliques. And then you have the internal obliques, and those are that one is located right in here. It assists with twisting the trunk, and it also helps a little bit with respirations. The latissimus dorsi is on my next slide. It is the largest muscle in the upper body. It's actually a lower back muscle. So here's our diaphragm. This is our rib cage. Our thoracic cavity is in there. The diaphragm sits right there, and it separates, again, the thoracic cavity from the abdominal pelvic cavity. The latissimus dorsi, you can see why it's the largest. So, and look at the layers of muscles we have in our back. But these are thin muscles. If you do not do correct picking up of things, moving things, you can actually damage these muscles, and it takes a while to heal them. But here's the latissimus dorsi, and it runs this way. The trapezius is like a diamond shape of your back. This is the upper back muscle right in here. And of course, we have it on the other side. But this is showing, again, the layers of muscles within our upper body. The trapezius is what I just talked about, is located here, and it goes the other side as well. It supports the arm and helps with the scapula. The deltoid is on our shoulders, and this is a site for injections when you get shots. So if you're going to get a flu shot this year, they're going to put it in your deltoid. And then your triceps, again, this is a hard muscle to exercise. You have to do specific exercises for this. This is located on the back of your arm, and it's called triceps because it has 3 heads to it. So we only see 2 here, but there is a 3rd head that attaches to a different bone. And then, of course, we just have the one there. Pectoralis major, this is our chest muscles, and it assists with arm movements and motion. The biceps brachii is located here in the front. That's the one when we flex, it gets bigger. And then the brachioradialis flexes the forearm, and that is located, it comes from our humerus, and it goes right down in here, and it attaches to the radius. So radialis, again, we're looking at location here. All right, lower extremities, the gluteus medius. So we actually have two muscles of our butt. This is the gluteus medius right in here. This is also an injection site. And then this is the gluteus maximus, helps with several hip movements. The lateralis is located here and then right in here. That is part of our quads. So quad muscles, there are 4 muscles that make up that thigh muscle. The gastrocnemius is our calf muscle. So here it is right here. So it's like located here and here. That's the gastrocnemius. It works with the soleus muscle. The soleus muscle is located under the gastrocnemius, so right in this area. Okay. And then the Achilles tendon is what actually attaches the gastrocnemius to the heel. Do not, now, if you think gastro, because stomach, these actually have the shape of a stomach, which is the name of it. Again, name. So the soleus helps with standing and walking. Again, Achilles tendon. If you sever this tendon, this muscle will actually bunch up behind the knee. It's really kind of cool. All right. And again, these are just some of the muscles. These are the ones you need to know for my class. The sartorius is the longest muscle in the human body. It actually attaches to the pelvis here, and it runs behind our leg. And I believe it kind of runs back in there, and it comes back up here. And this helps with crossing your legs is one of the functions. The rectus femoris, this is, again, one of the muscles of your quadriceps, and it's located here in your thigh. And then the last one is the tibialis anterior. Guess where it's located? Right next to the tibia, okay? Tibia is that medial bone. The fibula is located underneath here. But this is the tibialis anterior, and it's anterior because it's towards the front. And basically, that is all we're going to do today. There are no notes to be taken. If you have any questions, I'm going to stop share. If you have any questions, please ask. If not, I will see you guys on Tuesday. Thank you for coming. Bye. Do you guys have any questions for me? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end the meeting now. Send me an email if you have any questions.